everybody, my name is Cheryl. Welcome back to Mermaids Makes, and today we're going to talk about my summer sewing plans. It is finally warmed up in Colorado. We are in fact in a heat wave. I don't mind it so much. The dogs are not enjoying it. We don't have air conditioning in the house and they're pretty miserable. We're having to, just like wet them every once in a while to help try to keep them cool, and yeah, they're not very happy. I'm okay. Though AC would be nice. I'll admit that AC would be nice. So going into thinking about summer, I'm kind of sticking with the sort of Y2K beachy tropical vibes, and I've dug through my stash of fabric and my stash of patterns and purchased a couple of indie patterns as well to help supplement my stash to sort of get me into that summer wardrobe that I've been looking for. So I thought first we could take a look at my Pinterest, kind of see where my mind's at, what I'm being inspired by. It's definitely still in that Y2K beachy mermaidy kind of vibe, H2O, all of that good stuff. So it's a lot of kind of simple styles, but with fun prints, a lot of halter necks, a lot of slip dresses, a little bit of layering, but not too much. I'm not a big fan of layering, but I really love sort of the ruched detail in the bust, or maybe a drape like cowl neck. And yeah, just really vibrant colors and really fun outfits. Like, I think I want to have a lot of fun with my wardrobe. That's kind of where my mind's at. So that's sort of what the goal is. This is the inspiration. This is what's in the back of my mind. I think this dress in particular, I have pinned about 10 times. So this is definitely one of my goals. Though the skirt's kind of A-line, which is not typically what I go for. I think it's more the color and the print and the halter neck that I'm really drawn to. So yeah, that's what I've been pinning lately. The color's key for sure. And then also just this halter neck. I just really love a halter neck right now. So what's the plans? What did I find in my stash? Let's start with the patterns I already had in my stash, and then we'll take a look at the patterns that I gave in and bought online. The first one, I think we all remember this beautiful, I don't know, rayon or something that I got at the thrift store. I don't know, maybe even last year. It's just so pretty and I love it so much. It's always more blue than I remember it in my mind. My mind is much more orange, but that's what we're looking at. And I still do want to make the culotte shorts. So this view F here, this is McCall's 9445. I want to do the culotte shorts. And then I was going to buy a new pattern to make a top, but I think that between these two, so this is Vogue 9188 and this is Simplicity 8666. Between the two of these, I'll just make one of the dresses into, like, crop it into a t-shirt length, and then I think these will be fine. This one does not have bust darts. This one does have bust darts. So they're both used. They're both pre-owned. So the first step is going to be to look through and see what the shape of the patterns are, if they've been cut, are all the pieces there, anything like that. But I definitely think that one of these will be fine and look really cute with the culotte shorts, and then I can have them as separates or wear them together as a complete outfit. The culotte shorts are going to take up a lot of fabric. I don't remember how many yards this is, but it's 3 or 4 surely, and that will, I think, eat up all of it, and I'm really looking forward to that one. This one is going to be, I think, maybe the most practical outfit that I make for the summer. And then secondly, I've had this fabric. It's kind of this light neon green. It's 6 yards, so quite a lot. And I do believe that this is also inherited from my mother. it's a little more saturated in real life than it is on the camera. But this is quite a lot of fabric. It's also a weird, can you hear it? Kind of a stiffer texture, but yeah, there's definitely no drape. So for this, I was really inspired by this Simplicity 8927. It's a Mimi G separates pattern. The only thing is I do not like the tie. I mean, I like the tie. I just don't think it would work with this fabric. I don't think there's enough sort of give to make a nice tie at the waist, and I think it would just look really bulky. But I love the look of this set together. And again, it's something that you could wear as separates because this color is kind of overwhelming. So I'm not sure that I would wear it together very often. Or alternatively, I only ever wear it together because I'll never ever have anything else that matches this in my stash. I also really liked this Simplicity 9552. Again, it's the View B, the more slim fitted skirt, and then the little crop top. And I also thought this New Look 6741 would be cute. This, again, View B for the top. And then the skirt with the slit, I thought would be really cute. So I was looking around in my stash to see what I might have that could make that sort of look. So I came up with two options for the bottom. One is Simplicity 1370. This is my tried and true skirt, short, whatever. It fits me really well. I have 6 yards, so I could probably get a skirt and a pair of shorts out of the fabric with this pattern. It doesn't take very much fabric at all. It doesn't have pockets, so I would have to think about if I wanted to add pockets or not. But it has a curved waistband and it's got a zipper, and so it would be really comfortable. And then the second one is Simplicity 8019. It is a 1970s vintage reproduction print. I've made this skirt before. I really liked it. It has buttons down the front, which is kind of like the Mimi G pattern, how it had the buttons up the side. It is more A-line, and it has a bit of drape, so I'm not sure how like appropriate the fabric would be for this, but it says you can use lightweight denim. I think it would be really cute in this type of skirt as well. And then for the top, I was thinking I could use these same two patterns again, only crop it even shorter. Probably whichever one I make the blue and orange fabric out of, since I'll have already done the bust adjustment for that pattern, I'll use that again on this green fabric. So I'm really looking forward to that too. That fabric has been around in my stash for years and years and years, maybe 10 years. And I do think that it was in my mom's stash before that. So maybe she'll leave a comment and let us know how long she had it in her stash before she foisted it onto me. But in my mind, that fabric would have been good for a windbreaker, but it's not the appropriate weight of fabric. Like, it wouldn't actually stop the wind. I do think it's some kind of cotton polyester blend. And then, of course, we all remember this pattern. I got this pretty recently and was really excited about it. The View B, which is the overdress, is for woven fabrics. So it's not going to work for that yellow paisley fabric that I had bought to make it. However, I am going to use it to make a dress out of this green sari fabric. It's a silk. After doing some research, I didn't see any indication that it was disrespectful to cut up pieces of sari to make other garments out of, because a sari isn't inherently a religious garment. And in fact, I saw quite a lot of people online doing the same thing, just using it as fabric. So I thought it would be good, especially because since this is a little sheer and this dress is meant to be an overdress anyways, I thought it could be cute to layer, do a little bit of layering. I wouldn't put it over a t-shirt dress like this. It's a full t-shirt dress, but I thought maybe layering it over another like spaghetti strap top would do. We'll see. If it doesn't work out as a dress, I think I can crop it and get some use out of it as a shirt at least. This will be my first time sewing with silk, so that's going to be really interesting. And you know, silk is really good at thermoregulating, so it should be pretty cool to wear during the summer. Now let's take a look at the patterns that I bought. We'll start with this Sicily slip dress. This is from Patterns by Mason. I got it off of the Fold Line website. I looked around over there. I was looking specifically for this sort of draped neck, sort of cowl situation. So this has two views. View A has like a spaghetti strap situation, and then view B has this thicker shoulder piece. And I just thought this was really pretty. It's actually pretty much exactly what I had in my mind when I started looking for a pattern. So this does go up to a bust size 54 inches. So that's not, I think the metric for size inclusivity is 60-inch bust. So it's almost there, but it's not there. So yeah, that is disappointed. And it does state clearly that it was drafted for a B cup, so I will have to do a full bust adjustment. But I think once I've got that done, I will make tons of these dresses. I like them both, and both of them are on my summer sewing plans. So for view A with the little spaghetti strap, I thought it would be perfect for this red fabric that I got. This fabric has quite a lot of stretch on the grain, but no stretch on the cross grain. And I prefer the pattern vertically rather than horizontally anyways. So I'm going to cut it out on the cross grain with no or little stretch. It's still got plenty of drape. And then I'm just going to have to, I think, well, I'm not cutting it on the bias, but I think I'll let it hang before I finish off the hem. So that's my first plan with this pattern, is this beautiful red. I just love this fabric so much. So that's that one. And then for view B, I thought it would be really pretty as a gold dress. This gold like tablecloth. This has no stretch. So this is a good fabric for this pattern. And I just thought it'd be really pretty. I thought with the wider straps, you know, if I put some tights under it or even wore it, I don't know, but made some kind of, what do you call it, shrug kind of situation to wear under it in the winter, this would be really beautiful. And yeah, I'm just obsessed with gold right now. So I thought that this would be just beautiful to wear, very reminiscent of some of the dresses that I pinned, like this one. I thought it, you know, kind of really mimicked that, and that's, I don't know, one of the prettiest dresses I've ever seen. So that was the Sicily slip dress by Patterns by Mason. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. And then the other indie pattern designer I bought from was Made for Mermaids. And I wanted some of their stuff for quite a while, like at least a year. I've been looking at their patterns. And when I was looking for a halter neck pattern, I came across this Heidi halter crop top mini and dress. They do a lot of that in their patterns where it's like tons of options. That's one of the great things about indie patterns, is they just give you tons of options. So I thought this was really cool. It wasn't quite exactly what I was looking at because it's a scoop neck, and a lot of the halters I've been looking at are V-necks. But I thought that might be okay to hack. And then I saw that this dress comes with an internal bra. So an option for you to, you know, have the bra inbuilt. And I just thought that was perfect. So this one goes up to a full bust of 58 to 60 inches. So this is size inclusive, which is awesome. I've heard that they kind of handhold you through picking your size, and that you may or may not need to do a bust adjustment. I didn't see what cup size they had drafted for. I'm a knee cup for sewing, so I'm just going to assume that I always need to make a full bust adjustment. But for this one, of course, I want to make a halter top out of this orange and white striped fabric. I think this will be perfect as a test of the pattern as well, because I can see myself making tons of these. And I did buy some power mesh to use to make the internal bra. So I think that'll help, especially this fabric, feel a little cooler if I'm not layering it over too much. And I do think I want to like hack it to make the midsection like ruched to give it almost like a sweetheart neck kind of feeling. I think that'll be pretty easy. I have some shirring elastic that I might be able to use, or maybe I just need to sew it in place exactly how I want it. I'm not really sure how I'm going to go about that yet, but I am really looking forward to this. I don't love stripes, except for I think it's a very specific width and very specific colors. So if this was in pink and white, I would also love it. There's just something about like pink and white stripes or orange and white stripes that just really get to me. I don't know. So yeah, don't expect many more stripes in the future, but this I love, even though the fabric kind of feels like shit. So the other Made for Mermaids pattern I bought was this Goldie crop top dress midi and maxi. Again, there's a lot of options. This one fits really nicely close to the body. It's also got an inbuilt bra, and there's options for slits up the sides, which I really like. So both the Made for Mermaids patterns are for knits, for stretch fabrics. So one of those is going to end up being this yellow paisley fabric. Probably this Goldie one, because I've got quite a bit, and I think it would be cute in the Goldie. Again, not sure I'm going to wear it. It's got plenty of stretch though. So this might be my mock-up fabric for the Goldie dress. And then I just have to try to see maybe if I can hack it to have thinner straps. This I see more of like a spaghetti strap type of situation, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But the real reason I bought this Goldie dress pattern is because it's pretty much, again, exactly what I had in mind when I was thinking about this fabric, of trying this as a maxi, especially with the splits. And then because this is quite sheer, I think having a built-in bra would be nice. Obviously, this is just going to be sheer no matter what, because it's just got a bunch of holes in it. So we'll see what I end up wearing underneath. But I just thought this would be really cute as that Goldie dress. So yeah, I think that's it. Let me know what you think below. Let me know what your summer sewing plans are. If you're kind of trying to mix up your look this summer, what is inspiring you? For me, again, it's still Y2K beachy mermaid fashion. I'm not sure when or if I'll ever get over this. It's probably pretty trendy right now. I don't follow very many like fashion channels on YouTube or whatever, but the couple that I do follow, this does seem to be in line with the vibe. So I did kind of get excited, and I thought maybe I could pick up a few ready-to-wear pieces from like Target or whatever. But when I went, it's all very, I don't know, way different than I thought. It's very kind of 70s heavy, the color palette anyways, which I thought was strange for summer. And then there were just a lot of lobsters, so I was pretty confused. I'm not really bummed because I don't really want to buy ready-to-wear clothes. They never fit right. But I am kind of at the point where I just need a little bit more clothes. This is a workout top. It's kind of as much as I could bring myself to put on today anyways. It has cooled down today. The last 2 days have been absolutely miserable inside. But today I think it's cool enough that I can actually sew. I'm kind of not super motivated to sew right now because everything in my to sew pile that I batch cut last time, none of it's really for summer. Actually, I guess the Bardon dress isn't it? So maybe I should skip everything else in there, sew the Bardon top, and then do the aprons, and then maybe skip the tunic. I'm running into a lot of troubles with it anyways. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. I just need to get some motivation, and because all I really want to do is work on all of these summer plans. But the first thing I need to do before any of those is figure out my full bust adjustment. So I really need to finish up my class, my full bust adjustment class through Stitch Sisters Sewing Academy, and move on from there. I'm gonna edit this and then we'll see how much time I have left today for sewing. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Next video should be a what I've sewn recently video. Pretty excited about that. And I will see you next time.